Welcome back to my OD&D solo actual play game, video series, campaign. Let's call it a campaign. The party just left the lizard man tomb. They found a friend, or they saved someone who is going to start traveling with them. It's a magic user. Her name is, let's see, I got her card right here. Her name is Curl the Edifier. She's a first level magic user. I was on the fence about whether or not she was going to share in the gold that they found when they took on those priests, but I think if she carries her weight in gold back, carries her share back, then they will share it with her. Anyway, I'm Tristan. This is Heroes in Homebrew. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to roll on my Oracle to see if, let's get that out of there. I'm going to roll on my Oracle to see if the party is going to go and get some more of that bandit gold. So we're just going to roll 2d6 here. 50-50. Black is no, white is yes. Let's find out what happens. Tie. Let's re-roll that. No, they are not. Okay, so they have some gold. They have, we're going to have to redo the math on here, but it's approximately 7,194 gold in gems and jewelry each, and 5,000 silver to split. So they're going to have to decide, are they going to go on and try and get to the Lost City, or are they going to go back to Kraska? Actually, let's leave that up to the Oracle too. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe they will go back to the city, they'll level up, they can buy some more equipment. So are they going to go to the Lost City? No, they are not. Okay. So they're going to head back to Kraska. They're right there at the tomb. Let's roll to see if they get lost. I believe swamp. Let's go with the white box because it's easier. Jungle swamp, 1 to 3. So on a 4 to 6, they are lost when they are leaving the temple. A 3, whew, thank God, they are not lost. So white box, it does it a 1 to 3, but D&D it goes the other way. The only reason I'm using the white box book is because it specifically has jungle and swamp in there, whereas OD&D does not. So I just took the 1 to 3 that they would have had to roll, and I transferred it to a 4 to 6. So they are not lost. They are going to head this way. Let's see if anything happens. Does anything bad happen when they cross the river? We did this with Judy. Remember, he got swept down the river. Luckily, he made it back to Kraska. No, nothing bad happens when they cross the river. Do they find anything? On a 1, find nothing in that hex. And, oh yeah, they're all going to move that once for the day because it is jungle and swamp, so they are slowed down significantly. So it's rations and 1 days of travel. All right, next day, lost on a 4 to 6. 5, they are lost, so they're going to go in a random direction. So starting at the top, we're going to do, starting at the top of the hex, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 1, 2, 3. I think they're gonna start heading back, and they're gonna realize that once they hit the river, they're gonna realize, okay, we're going in the wrong direction. So they're gonna head back. I'm gonna leave them at the same hex. They went to the river, like, oh crap, we're going the wrong way. They turn around, end up in the same hex. Another day's rations, another day's travel. All right, 4 to 6. Did they get lost? 6. They get lost again. You'd think for as many times as they've come through here, like there'd be a trail of where they've been going. All right, let's see which direction they're going in. Maybe they'll get lucky and they'll go in the direction they want to go. 3 again. So they go back to the river, and they start getting frustrated because they can't seem to get out of here. Another day's rations, another day's travels. Same thing. They get to the river, turn around, go the other way. Actually, you know what? You get the river. We're going to stop at the river and be like, okay, let's stop here, start again tomorrow. Actually, I didn't roll for an encounter on that. I didn't roll for an encounter on the first day. It's my bad. But let's roll for an encounter. I made a mistake. For the getting lost, it should have been 1 to 3. Not. It's the encounter is 4 to 6. Going through this so fast, I forget. Okay, so the encounter is on 4 to 6. 6. There's an encounter. I didn't roll it on the first day. That was my bad. We'll just. They got lucky. The gods were with them that day. All right, so I'm using white box as always for the encounters because I prefer the tables here. So like I was saying, lost is actually 1 to 3 for jungle swamp, and encounter is, well, in white box is 1 to 3, but it would be 3 to 6 in ODD. So I was screwing up that time, but it is what it is. All right, encounters, it's underworld. So we want swamp, jungle, roll d10. 4. Animal. Okay, that might not be too bad for them. D6. Might not be too bad. Might kill them all. Spiders. Great. Let's go look for spiders. Obviously, giant spiders. Alright, so I'm going to use the white box there, but we're going to go to Monsters and Treasure here. Okay, 2 to 16. It's a D8. 1, 2, there's 2 D8s. 10, 7. So it's just under 50%. Okay, let's go for a surprise. The party is surprised on a 1 or 2. 4, they are not surprised. Spiders, are they surprised? 2, they are surprised. So the spiders are surprised. So that means I think the party is not willing to deal with this. They are going to evade. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that they can evade automatically because the spiders are surprised. Okay, so they are. Party is 4 to 9. Okay, so 50% was because the spiders are surprised. The chances of evasion are doubled, 50%, 100%. So the party gets away easily and manages to go find a better place to sleep for the night. Next day, they're going to roll to see if they get lost again. So on a 1 to 3, they get lost. On a 3 to 6, or a 4 to 6, there's an encounter. 6, they are not lost, thank God. Make their way back. Remember, they stopped on the riverbank. They didn't cross the river because there was no point. They knew they were going the wrong way. Move 1 hex for the day. On a 4 to 6, there's an encounter. Let's hope not. A 1, no encounter. Excellent. They have a good day. All right. Now they have 3 weeks of rations. They've gone through 6 days. Yeah, so we started this session at 2 days travel. We're now at 6 days total travel with the dungeon time. So they're going to have to spend the day in rest. A roll for an encounter. No encounter. And they get to rest for the day. Excellent. Let's see if they found anything. Just for fun. On a 1, 2, nope, they found nothing. Okay, next day, roll to get lost. They just need to get back to Kraska, that's all. They got lost. Alright, let's see. 1. So they're going up this way. Almost certain, like, aren't we supposed to be out of the jungle now? Like, shouldn't we be done? Let's see. Sorry, I just had to mark down the rations. See, is an encounter, 4 to 6. 3, no encounter. Good. Rations, travel. They did not get lost. Okay, they get out of the jungle. They are in the clear. They have a vague idea of where they're going. So now they can move those 2 hexes because it came out of there. Move 1, 2. Normally it would be 3 hexes if they start in a clear hex. 1, 2. You can almost see the town where they're going, so I'm going to say the chances of them getting lost is very slim here. 4, they do not get lost. They make it back to Kraska. They manage to get to the tavern. They dump all the money that they have, or the gems and gold, with the person who is keeping it. Is the person still alive? Have they been robbed blind? Let's hope not. Have they been robbed? Did the person who's holding the money for them run off with them? Should probably make that NPC, I think. I probably should have rolled that. I probably just said, yeah, everything's fine. Yes. Yes, the person holding the money is not there. So where is he? I think we're going to have to find that out in the next session. But for now, they've at least brought back some money. They got the experience points that they had. I am going to make a note of the gold that they have. I'm going to make a note of it in parentheses. Say, okay, well, this is somewhere. Don't know where. And they can trade in what they have for the gold, get the XP for it, level up, and then make a decision. Do they go back into the jungle, or do they try and find out what happened to their gold? We'll find out. All right, so they finally made it back out of the jungle, back to town, given some money, or get some money, level up. They need to find out what happened to the person holding their gold for them before, and we're going to maybe play that out. They're going to have to decide what's going to go on. Are they going to chase after this person with their gold, or are they going to go to the Lost City and actually find the fame and fortune that they've been looking for? I guess we'll find out next time. So that's it. Save a seat for me at your table.